What's up guys, welcome to Poor Man Mods. This is going to be, I think, a pretty quick video. I'm going to be upgrading the rear subwoofer, the OEM subwoofer on my 08 ISF. This should be the same process for the 250 and 350 as well. So I'm not going to go into super detail with this. I'm just going to make it as quick as I can. So let's get started on upgrading that subwoofer. This is the subwoofer that I'm upgrading to. It's a Polk 4 ohm 8-inch shallow mount sub. I also bought some sound deadening material to put around the base of this to help prevent rattles, and also put around the deck lid and the rear seat to help with rattles and some exhaust drone as well. I will have links to both of these products in the description so you can check them out and pick them up for yourself. So let's get this thing installed. First step is to remove the rear seat. The bottom portion you literally just pull up on and it pops up, and you have to feed the seat belts through it. Very simple, no hardware at all. Very simple, no hardware at all. But to get the back off, there are some bolts all around the bottom. There's like 4 or 6 of them. Not too bad, but you're gonna remove those bolts, and then that should slide up and come off. Okay, once you remove the 4 12mm black bolts that secure the bottom of the seat, it will lift up, and it's very difficult to lift it up and get it out of the hooks. But once you do, it's flopping forward. You need to disconnect the seat belt. You can take a small screwdriver, stick it in this hole right here, and it'll pop that clip up so you can get the seat belt out. And do the same thing to the other seatbelt over there, and you can get this whole thing out. Next step, you want to remove all the plastic trim along the door up to the deck lid in order to pry the deck lid up. This is what we got going on here. No hardware, they just pop right out of the clips, and set them aside and don't step on them. Next, you want to take out the bolt that holds on the seatbelt so you can get the deck lid off. Okay, the next step should be to just lift up on the deck lid. There might be a couple clips holding on the front here, and there might be a connector in the back for the brake light, but then you can lift it up, slide it forward, and slide the seatbelts through it. So there's absolutely no connector for my third brake light back there. It's just simple. There's not one on this car. So we can't remove the deck lid, so we just have it lifted up, and we're going to remove the 4 bolts on the sub and the connector back there. Cut the connector off and connect it to the new sub, and hopefully it works and it's all hunky-dory. Yeah.
I hope your sub has a connector.
I think I see it back there, but maybe it's just tricking us. So here is a side-by-side comparison. The ML sub that is blown and my Polk sub that's supposed to be a shallow mount. We'll see if it fits. I think we are going to try to transfer this mounting bracket over. Yeah, we'll see. Tony is laying in my trunk with groceries, and he is cutting the factory liner to see if we can fit the sub, the magnet part, down in there. Alright guys, so massive change of plans. I'm sorry I didn't film most of it, but check this out. We couldn't fit that subwoofer up there where the factory one mounted without either modifying the sheet metal or the deck lid cover. We simply did not want to do that. So Tony had a great idea to mount the sub right there at the ski pass-through. So let me show you what I did here. I got a 3/4 inch thick piece of MDF, cut it to 13 inches wide, 12 inches tall, and it fits absolutely perfectly behind here. It sits on a ledge here, like right there, and it just barely can't go any higher up here. It kind of contacts the top of the deck, and it fits perfectly. I put it behind here, marked the holes for here to bolt it to. I've got some bolts going that way, some coming this way. It was just hard to get them all lined up, but I have 6 bolts securing it, and I painted the MDF black. Some people would use carpet. I just went to black spray paint. And I use stainless steel hardware to mount the sub because I think it looks really nice. And it fits so good. And to get the wires down there, let's see if I can pop this up. To get the wires to the sub, I simply just cut off the connector, crimped on 2 black wires, extended the harness down, and plugged it into the back of the sub. So I didn't have to take much of the trunk apart, and there's my nice Fredtech lighting LED trunk light, which I will have a link in the description for. But just got the 2 wires there. Don't ask me which one's positive and which one's ground. I don't remember. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. It is nice and secure. Very secure. Didn't really have to take the trunk apart at all. Just took off the 2 clips that secure this part to pull it back to work with. And that is it. And it sounds really good. I'm not making a box for it, at least not yet. I'm going to leave it like that. I don't really haul many things back here, but if I find it being an issue and I need to protect the sub, I might build a box. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. So let's get the back seat installed and see what it looks like. Actually, before I put the seat in, I put some of my sound deadening material on the back of the seat there, and also a little bit on the deck lid. Should help with a little bit of road noise and exhaust drone, maybe some vibration. Not too sure, but it's definitely not going to hurt. That's for sure. Alright guys, final update for you. The rear seat is in, and when I made that mounting plate, the speaker was perfectly centered, but I didn't put the rear seat in to see how it looked. So, I guess learn from my mistakes and not yours. Because now, it doesn't look centered. It's a little high. So if you're going to do this mod, I guess make it roughly 2 inches down from center, or make the speaker pretty much flush with the bottom. Yeah. So it's still going to work, still going to sound good, but it doesn't look centered anymore. So that is my mistake. If you guys are going to do this, learn from that. Mount it all the way at the bottom at that sheet metal if you can. So yeah, hope you guys like it. It does sound good. I will have a link to the subwoofer that I use, the sound deadening material, and also the trunk light that I have. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Thanks.